And welcome back, guys, to the multiplayer again, and Battle 2 versus, well, me versus Chubz as always. And this time we're playing well, RWG mod. It's a different totally mod compared to the last mod. So anyway, nonetheless, we are playing as America versus Germany, as per usual. I think this map was supposed to be played as Russia, USSR versus Germany, but hey. Anyway, as you can see, our first reinforcement, bunch of trucks with man inside, and we get our 37mm guns. We should be able to get like 176mm gun, but that's about it. So yeah, this is a map. It's a quite small map, 1v1, as you can see here. So of course, let's see. We're capturing the first flag. Done. I put the AT gun here, of course. Something to put there to definitely like lock that down. So yeah, going towards the village. It's gonna be awesome nonetheless. Putting a bunch of my troops here because I'm thinking like if he's gonna attack, Chubz has the tendency to flank you like nobody's bitch. So I'm like, okay, I know the enemy is definitely gonna try something here, maybe. So yeah, I was like, okay, set up that crap here, move my troops towards the city, spread them a little bit here, just to have some kind of view. So of course, now at the moment I'm gonna probably turn my AT guns toward this position because it's gonna be the main battleground, but not really, so as you will see. So at the moment we have, as you can see, officer, American officer, rifleman with the Garands, of course, and that's about it. Of course, we're also moving towards one of these flags here. So let me see. If we go over this flag, as you can see, on his side, he will gain something if we hold these two flags. This one, so this one and this one, this one and this one. Okay, cool, groovy. So yeah, anyway. In center you have also two flags, same color as you can see, and the battle begins. He's sending his soldiers probably into the building here. Yes, building occupied by two soldiers with car 98. As you can see here, yeah. I'm repeating as you can see here, but that's there. So yeah. So the battle in the middle. I'm using, of course, my rifleman. This will be mostly light tank battle situation with few medium tanks at our disposal. All in all, it's gonna be awesome. So yeah. Okay, so the classical battle between soldiers, German soldiers, American soldiers, me using the officer to see a bit more here. And nothing special, to be honest, except a little bit death and destruction. Of course, I'm now putting my soldiers also inside of these buildings here and here, as you can see here. And of course, should be able to put some here, just to cover my advance. Well, advanced. I mostly go with the defense posture, if anything, because I'm that kind of person. I like to defend. As you can see, gruel that of those soldiers right there. It feels like he has more view towards me than I do. As you can see, he sent his truck, got destroyed. There's an officer there. He's gonna probably look towards this position. Nothing happens. He realizes that, I guess. Now I'm, of course, moving the rest of my trucks towards the right. We'll capture these positions and try to hold off the enemy advance if there is any. All in all, fight between light packs and my pack, my AT gun with 37mm. I do not know exactly if his are like pack 37 or whatever. We shall see it through the recording. So yeah, as you can see, he's trying to rush with his trucks, empty trucks, preferably, of course. And of course, I'm getting the Stewards as my first and I'll get one M3 lead and Sherman, a medium tank with his 75mm, M3 lead with 37mm. So there's a destruction. He loses all, of course, his trucks. He tries to go to the right side a little bit, does nothing. And of course, again, the middle fight. There we have the medium tank Panzer III. That's gonna be his mainstay. Well, should I say the main tanks, as I get the M3 Lees. Well, should I say Stewards as my mainstay. And of course, few M3 Lees, maybe one or two, and that's about it. So we have, at the moment, we have two M3 Lees, as we can see here. We have the Stewards fighting. Of course, we don't see him anymore because we lost the the freaking side. I have this officer, he's trying to see something, but it doesn't happen. I can't see anything because probably because of that tree over there. So the flag group red is captured. That means that I have a reinforcements en route. And of course, there is his officer. Nobody's trying to kill an officer. Nope. Okay, so this M3 Lee is trying. As I say, the M3 Lees are the best at this. I mean, should I say, against the light tanks, of course. They only have, of course, 37mm. But still, he has also the light tanks with 50mm though. So the Panzer III is much better than the M3 Lee. But thankfully, I have a Sherman, and the Sherman is trying to shoot to the left, should I say, to the right side. Defend that area. Now he is charging me with stock. Yes, stock 40 G 75mm. Panzer III got destroyed there. Owned. As you can see, I'm trying to hold as much as I can here, but because I'm hoping that he won't be able to like take my sides as per usual. He's sending his bomber. Is that bomber? Yes, the bomber. As you can see, the big freaking bombs there. And I do not know if he's aware of using the double tap strike, so to speak, because I tend to see him only use one attack. Though you can drop 3 times bombs, I think, about 3 times with one bomber, if I'm not mistaken. So strangely, he only drops one bomb, one route of bombs, should I say, one bunch of bombs. Nonetheless, so stuck there shooting my building. Now building this mod is also very tough. As you can see, the armor are over 6,000. So here goes the left side. Thankfully I got my reinforcements with the M3 Lees. As you can see here, we gain another Sherman and more M3 Lees, and we have the M8 Greyhound. Awesome stuff. So anyway, Panzer III, a 50mm shooting at the middle. Destroyed this, of course, house. Most of my house in the middle are destroyed. Oh, there was one more here, and that's about it. At the moment, he has the view probably compared to me. Again, he has officers here. You can see he has the pack 38, so 50mm gun. So he has 50mm packs. I have 37mm. Funny enough. Anyway, I'm trying to hold this right flank. Hopefully, he does not charge or something from the left, because again, should I say from the middle? As a middle, I don't feel like it's much more secure, even though if I do have all these tanks. So yeah. So destruction is there. We have defended the flag. Of course, I tend to use my pop-up commander, but I don't see it at the moment here, because that's the only way I can actually see anything in front of this position. So there is a Puma there, yeah, Pumas, whatever they are. Anyway, Puma should be only the, I'm guessing, the 50mm thing with a big gun. So more reinforcements, we get engineering vehicles, some fuel trucks, and more, of course, trucks with men of valor. So I'm moving this fuel truck out of there because I'm like, okay, if it explodes, most of it will explode. Yeah, so all in all, I'm holding my own. Strangely enough, his right flank attack did not succeed. Here's my M3 Lee barely holding. Thankfully, I have this one M3 Lee holding the flag to gain that reinforcement, but of course you can't get this reinforcement without holding this flag. So yeah, all in all, this is a chessboard. So here we have the 37mm, of course, 80 gun. I put most of those positions behind houses. Of course, there are no houses at this very moment. So yeah, so I have this mine thrower, aka the grenade launchers, that I put behind that house. At later date, I will put more behind there, just to hold off. I mean, having the grenade launcher that you shoot the enemy out there, that's just awesome. So my Sherman is there, my 2 Shermans they're here still alive. We have the pop-in, pop-out commanders. So yeah. And of course, again, he is attacking to the right. He has the Panzer IIIs, as you can see here. He's attacking, and this time I'm thinking, oh, about this, we're screwed, because again, though I have these 2 Shermans from the sides, we can attack from the sides, and these Panzer IIIs, we gain more, of course, bonuses to the damage, but I'm guessing this Stug is a monster, and of course he's missing my Sherman with Stug. As you can see, he's clearly shooting at the Stug, should I say the Sherman with the Stug, and he's missing. And then we have the we have four Panzer IIIs shooting at one Sherman. As you can see, quite a difference between the accuracy and the damage. But there goes the Sherman. One Sherman down. I'm holding this position as much as I can, but the building is going down and my soldiers are losing here more. I'm dropping everything onto the right side from the soldiers and everything. Hopefully we can grenade these tanks. They lose one Panzer III here. As you can see, they now have a Panzer IV F2 version with 75mm. So the F2, they have the stock and Panzer III. So that's the entire army you will ever see. Should I say the tanks you will see from his point of view? Because we don't get anything better than that. Anyway, there goes another Panzer III. This Panzer III will also go away, be destroyed, owned. What's happening in the middle? Middle? I'm trying to take this flag and at least see what the hell is going on here. Because I'm noticing this pack, the pack 50mm, 38, pack 38, 50mm, he's having these grenade launchers here. But I can't do crap, because again, using only tanks without any infantry support is useless. And here it goes, the bombing run commencing. I don't know exactly what he's dropping, and there it is. He's dropping this position. So there it goes. Explosions, explosions. Michael Bay would be proud. So he gains the right flag. He has, what, Panzer III and one stock still alive, bunch of troops. As you can see, the damage caused by all this fighting. We lose, of course. Here we have two dead Stuart tanks. Of course, again, moving to the right. At this point here, I made a mistake because I totally forgot about these guys, these reinforcements. So I'm immediately dropping them, hoping he does not kill the freaking trucks with the soldiers in them. That will be problematic. Now I'm sending my bombing runs, but my bombing runs are shit because, as you can see here, they go off screen. That means they shoot nothing. And that will happen a lot. So if you ever click here for bombing run, don't. Click here. He will drop around this position. Anyway. So my Sherman is being repaired by the engine vehicles. I'm trying to hold with my 37mm guns. He again goes on the bombing run. He's gonna drop here some bunch of bombs and destroy a bunch of stuff. Here I have a bunch of units, of course. I'm trying to grenade him. He grenades this Panzer, this stock, and he of course engages with his trucks. Forces that push with the trucks just to hold this flag, so he can actually gain reinforcements from it. And of course, he again moves from the right flank. He's concentrating on right flank. This is going to be one big battle on the right flank, mostly on the right flank. But of course, he's using the rifleman. As you can see, he's there: Kar 98, Mauser, MP 38s, and 40. So as you can see, reinforcement has arrived. So what we gain? We gain, of course, Stuarts. We gain the Sherman and one M3 lead. So there's the mill. Mill we have tried to do some damage towards him because he's doing damage to the right. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just jump into the mill and try to hold it until my reinforcement arrives and then just cut inside. But of course that fails. Only two M3 leads were there. Quite useless against all these soldiers at the end of the day, because they have coverage, and plus he has some 80 guns in this position, so he has a view. Thankfully this pack is destroyed. There is a pack, another pack, pack 38, 50mm. There is a little fight between in these positions. Here another pack 38. This position he's trying to now flank me, but thankfully my reinforcements are right at the right position. I put them in to hold this line. I make a line with my Stuarts and of course with Sherman, one Sherman that's still alive since the last few battles. We're trying to hold this right flank. As you can see here, Germans with gunners, MP40s, blah 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 blah, but still we are losing the middle. Middle is like that one ground you really can't do anything about. We lost that M3 lead, holding this now with this one officer and a truck holding that flag. I see that officer clearly, but as you can see, I'm trying to kill him so he doesn't get view upon me. But of course, so many officers, you can see him here. And now I'm trying to charge him with my tanks. Again, a bad thing to do, even though if you're holding most of your stuff. There goes another bomb from me. As always, bunch of fail from bombing runs when I do them in this mod. As you can see, huge destruction of the trucks, utility trucks and whatever. We lose the soldiers, or should I say the crew members, inside one of our Shermans. And of course, he's now blitzkrieging my shit from the middle. And now I realize that, I see that, and I'm like, okay, now I'm definitely losing as I do not have anything to do, or, you know, anything to defend with. He could have done so much more damage here. Of course, thankfully I didn't have anything, so he couldn't really do much, but I was already down the count. So I'm holding this with one light tank M5 Stuart. This one flag is held by a Stuart tank. And thankfully, because of the fog of war, they really can't see him. He will stay for a while. I have using my Sherman. As you can see, the field of view is quite weak if you're using only tanks. You have no support and you can't really see much. And another bombing ground from my friend from Germany, Chubz, and he's gonna, he's gonna destroy most of my stuff here. Of course, ammunition depot that I put there, all gone to hell. Reinforcement arrived, I immediately start moving them, and my Greyhounds, what, one truck full of ammo and grenade launchers, like, oh yeah, that's gonna help. Anyway, he's holding the right flank now. I told him I'm losing this position. And yeah, one M3 leap holding this, and you know, funny enough, he's holding it still, and the Panzer IIIs are going down, and he's starting to fall back, and I'm using a course Sherman to attack him from the side, because that's the only way we can actually see anything is if you use your Sherman to look from the point of the gunner. And of course, another bombing ground from me, another fail. Like we have seen the engineering vehicles, we have of course Panzer IIIs, Pak 38s, and this time I'm like, oh shit, I'm alive, I'm still alive, you know, it's all okay, my middle is alright, my right flanks are alright, and a funny thing, the Stuart is still there, holding that little crappy green flag with this amount of health. So like, wow, that's one awesome Stuart tank. So why am I doing the RWG mod? Because at the moment I failed at recording most of the other mods. So yeah, but hopefully soon I will add more stuff, more replays of the Hidden Stroke, Resource War, and all other stuff. The RWG mod, well, was supposed to be like later on, the replays for it to be like later on, but sadly enough, as I said, I failed in recording the replays and saving them, and yeah. So this is what you get. At the moment, this is like last replay I can actually at the moment give. Hopefully in the future we'll make more. We had a bunch of great fights, me and Chubz, but sadly again I did not save. And of course that Stuart is still alive, and that bombing run messes, of course my bombing run messes per usual, like I'm not doing anything. Nothing is happening at the moment. What am I doing actually? As you can see, I put this grenade launcher behind that building. Hopefully as he does not get sight, he can kill these guys. Left flank, nothing. I'm like thinking at some point, like, should I move these guys towards right just to cover my, because right side, nothing. Like we have this M3 Lee, this little Sherman, and that's it. Of course Stuart here counting because he's awesome. I'm trying to repair him. Of course they will kill the crew members inside of this. He's attacking with those stocks, whatever they are. Let's see, this is a 234 APC. Well, let's stocks, Pumas. Fuck, I'm gonna call those guys Pumas. Fuck them. So yeah, he's attacking with soldiers, but a funny thing, they're still gonna die, and the freaking M5 will still be there, owning their asses. So again, reinforcements, oh, awesome reinforcement. I mean, reality-wise, as long as I get some kind of defense against the Chubz and his Panzer IIIs that he retreated to this position, I might actually do something. And again, come on, I don't know, I'm like, wow, I'm totally missing. I'm constantly missing this shit. I'm like, come on, into the void? Really? Like, Jesus. As you can see here, M5 still alive. The freaking Sherman there watching, as you can see, his field of view is like, wow, nothing, and only two guys left inside of it. So I wasn't risking popping the commander up. so it doesn't happen this to him. So at this point I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put the one here just to defend one position that I'm still holding, and one flag that I'm definitely sure that I can hold, my reinforcement point flag. So I'm like, okay, so here of course returning my bomber, whatever. Now I'm setting up in a line. I think I'm gonna set up in the line for the defense. There is the 37. Let's see that 37 not yet unpacked. More these guys. I'm going to the right side where the green flag is, trying to hold it because again, he can probably take that flag. At least that's what I'm thinking at this point. And like, let's hold that flag so he doesn't get reinforcement, because reality-wise, who gets first reinforcement wins. Because that reinforcement helps a lot unless you fucked him up heavily in that reinforcement. Unless you do some damage to it, then he really loses that you know, that whole point of reinforcement of good stuff. So he's, as you can see, he was probably didn't notice that I already put my M8 grind counts and stuff here. So yeah. Anyway, the M8 Grey Count gets destroyed by the last attack, I'm guessing, with that 30s or that 50mm pack 38, and that's it. Again, no view, no officer, no nothing. I can't see what the hell is happening. This M3 Lee is like standing there alone. He at least has some sight towards this position. So what's happening? So now I'm trying, I tried at least to move these guys and just see what the hell is going on here. Maybe flank him. As you can see, I did that. I think I lost one tank here. I'm not so sure. Of course, I don't have any tanks. I did not lose any tank. I lost soldiers, as you can see here. Trying to do some skirmish. Only in our right flank at this point. Destroyed that 38, back 38. He still has one, or that's Panzer 3. There's a Panzer 3, one other one, and here should be able to have one here more. Of course, I'm trying with my infantry to get some sight so my Sherman can shoot. I'm yet not recruiting this Sherman or even repairing my M3 Lee. So another reinforcements arrive. Let's see the reinforcement after that. ETA 3 minutes until 24 units arrive. So at this point we get, of course, bunch of soldiers with sniper, yeah, and of course engineering vehicles and all the good stuff, aka the fuel truck. But nobody uses that damnable thing on this small map. You don't need to use those things. They're actually good to use if you drop it between enemy lines. And of course, even if they kill that damnable thing, you can use it, shoot that thing, and maybe if it has something around it, explodes and all that. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm moving my Sherman like he's a tiger or something against these tanks. I'm like, at least he's like Sherman. As you can see, the Panzer 3s with a 50mm doing crap to Sherman. They can't do crap against that beast, because that's my heaviest, well, medium tank, but heaviest tank in this battle. As you can see, the fight is going well. He's losing the right side at this point, and you know, I'm like, okay, cool, I should push, but still hold my lines. So yeah. Of course, at some point I'm thinking like, let's recruit stuff and repair stuff, because I'm not having any tanks. I'm not having anything at this point. I'm holding this with a bunch of soldiers. As you can see, bunch of soldiers, not really bunch of, so like, what, 5 soldiers and a Sherman. So at this point I'm trying to see what the hell is going on. Again in the middle, I'm trying to see if I can actually push to the middle and do some damage. Again, I did not impact this 37mm, and I'm like, wow, I do notice that after a while, but as per usual, you do not notice it at the beginning because it's all hectic and shit, and you don't know what the hell is going on. So of course, they have the Pack 38, the Panzer 3. Of course, he's always trying with those trucks. He likes to rush with trucks. That bastard. Again, thankfully I put my stuff. And now the left flank. Hell, now he's attacking my left flank. My left flank being the most defensive one, because I'm using the cliffs and he won't be able to see at least these guys. These guys, on the other hand, are dead. So he's, of course, again, rushing with his riflemen and submachine gunners and all the good stuff. Probably using a little bit of officer stuff and to see me. Of course, at this point I'm not noticing these guys. I'm still looking at this position. I'm like, okay, what's funny? Oh, then I'm noticing, oh shit, and I'm like, oh crap, I can't handle that. I mean, if he attacked with the tanks, I probably could, because of my Pack 30, my 37mm AT guns. But of course, soldiers, AT guns, really, like, I'm gonna get on. Thankfully I get reinforcements. I'm gonna drop them here somewhere to just hold that off, because I'm worried as hell, like what the hell is happening now. I mean, he likes to flank you a lot compared to me, who likes to defend a lot. He likes to flank a lot. He's a flank a lot. What can you do? So Chubz is attacking this position, kills all my crew members. I'm going with this little bastard here, so I can get and use that tactic. Put there, explode, kill a bunch of his stuff. Sadly, they killed that before they can reach the soldiers. But of course, I'm not noticing that I have reinforcements. A bunch of tanks here shooting them, and I'm like, holy shit! I'm sitting there dying. Like, where the hell are these holes coming from? They're a bunch of holes, and I'm like, oh, it can be this one 37mm. I'm like, oh cool, now I have reinforcement of tanks, so I'm like moving them up there, because again I'm losing soldiers also. He's attacking with Panzer 3s, he probably has a Stug and Panzer 4 F2 version, and it's like, okay. At this point, right flank, I'm trying to flank him and get that freaking flag. I'm putting my Sherman here, using my soldiers to just see what the hell is happening. At this point again, tanks, my soldiers and my tanks, plus 37mm from the sides. And he's rushing them blindly here. This is one of the worst mistakes he did, but I'm thinking he knew already. That, I mean, he's noticing that bunch of stuff I have. But again, the field of view of the only tanks, as you have seen, is quite small. So reality-wise, he probably doesn't know what is happening at this point. At least those soldiers do not, that are inside the freaking tanks. And there is the F2 version. He's falling it back. He's falling back now completely with his Stug. Panzer 3 destroyed before he could do anything. I'm recruiting my AT guns here. I'm like, okay, I defended that shit. Again, lost this flag, but that's okay. At the moment, I have here the M3 Lee, the Sherman, and should have something more. No, okay, Sherman, this position, soldier. In this position, he has nothing but some empty stuff. So this, I'm like, okay, I'm now winning, because I know in this position that I'm holding it. I killed a bunch of his reinforcements, that main reinforcement that I just got. So I'm like, okay, it's my time, bitch. So I'm moving now, losing that M3 Lee, or whatever that was actually. That's not, oh, that's MA Greyhound actually. So I'm moving the Shermans, the M3 Lee. Now my victory is assured, but still no soldiers. Stupid stuff. But I didn't want to wait too much, because I don't know, maybe he's got a little son on the ride with something more, and I'm like, fuck. As you can see, like 3 minutes until reinforcement or something. So I'm gonna lose this M3 Lee here. I don't see what the hell is happening here, but I'm noticing it now. So a bunch of soldiers, they have the Pumas, they have like one Panzer 3, and that's it. And now I'm charging him with everything I got, because again I have destroyed his main troops on the left side. Now I have my freaking Stuarts just like ripping the soldiers in half and just enjoying the victory. Now I'm microing this position like a bitch, but I'm not noticing the left, and I'm losing the Stuart here and one Stuart here behind this tree. He has a defensive position. He has the pack, 50mm pack 38. He has the F2 version of the Panzer 4. He has grenade launchers, but I'm charging like a bitch. I'm like, I'm not gonna leave this like this. As this, I mean, I have to win now, or it's gonna be another prolonged fight. Maybe. Let's see. No reinforcements en route. This is my last reinforcements. So that means if I don't do shit with this guys, it's gonna be a really like a battle, like a tug of war with last of my troops against last of his. Unless someone holds the flag, and I'm dropping on this blue flag like a bitch, hoping, popping my commanders on my M3 Lees just to see something. I have no support of my soldiers. I have them here, but they can't see much. So let's see, the left flank, nothing. Right flank, just holding off this position. Now I'm right in front of his. I'm thinking he's probably coming from this position actually, his reinforcements. But anyway, now I'm charging from the left side. I'm preparing my last attack towards the left. And that's about it. Soon we're gonna destroy the last of his reinforcements and what he has on this nice little plane of existence, and just own his ass for all those losses I have with him in MP. I'm like, oh, there's the F2 goes. Gets owned. I see that little fucking schmuck. I'm not noticing what the hell that is, but that's Stug. So Stug is trying to escape. Of course, that's not gonna happen, having the Sherman just dropping something on the right side, even though they are missing like little bitches still. And that's about it, guys. So that is the last. He's, well, I actually saved. He didn't yet surrender. He had a bunch of stuff here, like mortars, but that's about it. So I was just waiting for reinforcement to destroy those positions here, and that's about it. All in all, this was his last defiance with some heavy stuff. Of course, immediately dropping up towards his flag. As you can see, he's holding the flag with the awesome fuel tanker. All in all, that was an awesome fight, a 1v1, US versus Germany. Again, thanks to Chubz for all this, because reality-wise, he's helping a lot by making some MP videos with him. All best to you guys.